Hey, everybody. Okay, so I have a question. I have my microphone here. Can you hear me? That's the first question. So give me a thumbs up or say yes. Let me know if you can hear me. And then I'm going to have a second follow-up question. All right, so can anybody hear me? Okay. Awesome, so you can hear me. So here's my second question. Does it sound bad? Does it sound better when I just do it on the iPad microphone? The reason I'm using this microphone today is our heating unit, whatever it's called, is right over here, just like 10 feet from me, and it's loud. And I'm above the garage, so it's really hot in here if I don't have it going. So, does it sound good? Yes. Or but no if I need to switch back to no microphone. It crackles, but is okay, I think. Show me how to upload a digital file into Etsy. Yeah, Carla, we can do that, on the side. I'd be happy to hear, I'd be happy to help. Okay, so I have a little crackling. So I'm going to talk on this just for a minute. And honestly, I can do without the microphone. You just might hear a little more background noise. Sounds like you're... Oh, let's get rid of it then. Okay. Okay, when I took... Turn your sound down real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so now that we got that awful noise going and the microphone's gone, can you still hear me okay? If not, I'll go turn the air off for the next 15 or 20 minutes. So just give me some feedback while I say, yeah, I just did, Lisa. All right, so hello, Jennifer Hancock, first one to be here. Hello, Cheryl H. Hey, Dims. And Ethel, thank you. Hope you're having a good day, too. Hello, Hilda. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Coretta. Southern Girl Crafts and Creations. Nice to see you. Hey, Elena T. Kathy Evans. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Willie Roseman. Hey, Angel B. Hey, Mary Brown. Okay, so here's where I get to the comments. Okay, JB, hello. Hey, Louise. Okay, so you keep scrolling down. Hey, Johanna. Hey, Gail. All right, hey, Real Praise. And Carla, if you'll email me at makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com, we can set something up. I'd be happy to show you that. Hey, Sonia Sigler. Or as 755 calls you, Siggly Wiggly. Hey, Elevate Artistry. Okay, Chris says, crackles, but I can hear you. That's probably when I have the microphone in. I'm not sure. Hey, Marissa. Happy Monday to you. Hey, Naomi. Yeah, I'm sorry about that echo. I thought I had everything set, and I didn't. Okay, so we got rid of that. Okay, Chris says better. So Chris, expand on that. Is it better without the microphone? Oh, a lot better. Okay. Awesome. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Tionda. Sharon Lawrence, hello. Hey, Starla. Okay, Gail says it's still crackling. Hey, Wanda. All right. Do y'all still hear crackling? Or, hey, Jane. Because this is probably, crackling-wise, this is probably the best it's going to get. I could turn off just a slight crackle now. I don't know why. Odd. Okay, if it gets to be too much, let me know, and I'll just go off. I'll come back. But I don't think this is going to be a real long video. Hey, Mona, or a real long live. Hello, Janet. All right, so somebody asked me, what are you blinging today? So Patrice of Craftable Things, you know, she had her 3-year anniversary. And so I think it was actually on Saturday, but Friday night we celebrated it. And so while we were on her live, we did some bling, and I gave away a shirt. And the shirt I made that I was going to give away had a stain on it, and I didn't want to send it out. So ZGM won the shirt, and so I asked her, email me, let me know what she wanted. And I gave her the 2 template options, and I asked her, you know, what colors would you like? Basically, she said on the template options, surprise me, and then she didn't care if it was a black or white shirt, and you know what I'm going to pick if I get the choice between a black or a white shirt with rhinestones. I chose a black shirt. And then, oh, Carol, we need to talk about that. And then the only thing she said as far as colors, she had a couple of different options. And on one of them, she said something with light sapphire surprised me with the rest. So on this today, I'm going to do Patrice's Serial Crafter. And I have light cyan, not light cyan, light sapphire. And so there's that. And then I want your opinions. I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep track of this. Dimps, are you at work, Dimps? So for the other colors, okay, so they said that silver crystal is a top seller. So for the word cereal, I'm going to use silver crystal. And then the third color is what I want you to help me with. So with light sapphire, I think either of these would be fun. Do you think, and just put it in the chat once because I'm going to have a hard time keeping up anyway. Or if Dimps is counting or Chris is counting, you guys let me know what wins. So for the other blue color, we can either go with regular sapphire. So it would be those 2 together. Or for the ombre, whatever you want to call it, the other one we could go with is sapphire AB. And so you vote sapphire or AB. Okay, so Dimps, I'm going to try to count. Chris, you try to count. Let me know which wins, whether it's sapphire or sapphire AB. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and brush in the light sapphire and the silver crystal. So that's what I'll do. So what are you all doing today? Sapphire, sapphire, sapphire. Hey, Sharon Davis. Sapphire, sapphire. Oh, thanks, Sharon Davenport. Sapphire. So far, we're getting sapphire. Sapphire's the front runner right now. Oh, also, I want to tell you, if my doorbell rings, my stones are showing up today. And so I have to sign for them. So if my doorbell rings, you're going to lose me for like 2 minutes. So I need to run downstairs without tripping because I'm in such a hurry. Elena, Capri wasn't an option. You're throwing a curveball at me. Sapphire is the clear winner. Okay. So anyway, if my doorbell rings, I got to take like a 2-minute break to go get those stones. Okay. So let's move this all up and take this off. Have you guys used the silver crystal yet? And then Carol, it went so fast. Okay, my cut settings I use. Okay, so Carol's cut settings are on here. Now I think that is for a silhouette. Has any, Tianda, have you perfected, I know you were kind of frustrated with it when you first started. Have you perfected your cut settings and do you use a Cricut? So there's what Carol has used. And Carol, tell us what machine, Elena T, tell us what machine you are using for those settings, okay? And then you can't be trusted alone for 2 minutes. Yeah, right. And nobody on here to talk bad about me or anything like that. Or make fun of me. Okay, Tiana, so you have the Cricut Maker and you haven't perfected them yet. So the setting that you tried when you had, basically it looked like your backing was also getting cut quite a bit. What setting did you try so far? Do you know what that setting was? Or do you remember what it was? I will be going into my craft to get room, okay, craft room to get for my ET 15,000 for yourself. Okay, so you're getting an Epson EcoTank 15,000 for sublimation. I love that for sublimation. I started with a 2760, which I still have and it still works. And I got that at Costco and it was pretty inexpensive there. And then after I did it for a while, I was like, ooh, I like this, but I need bigger prints. Then I got the Epson EcoTank 15,000, and I really, really like it. I use, let's see, in that one I have Hippo ink. In my 2760, I have Cosmos ink. And I guess that's the only differences in the two. They both work really well. I have had my Cosmos ink. I don't use my 2760 all that much anymore, so that Cosmos ink's been in there for 3 years. I don't really know. And I like it, but I do feel like I get a little bit better colors for my computers with the Hippo. Now that might just be because with Hippo, they say you don't have to set up color profiles or anything like that, and I don't know how to do any of that. And maybe if I did some adjustments with color profiles or something, then maybe I would feel like the other one is, equal to it. I don't know how to do that. All right, so I'm going to take that comment off the screen in just a minute. If you want to get a screenshot of it to try it for yourself or take a picture of it with your camera, I'll leave it up there for just another minute. Gail, is there a discount code for the Heat Transfer Warehouse? Ooh. I know they're having some sales for 4th of July, but I do not think the flock is included. At least it wasn't included when I bought some yesterday. I can't remember if it's yesterday or the day before. And then I get emails from them and I didn't see flock included. And then as far as, I don't have a discount code to Heat Transfer Warehouse. All right. Okay, so Chris, maybe I got the stone you were talking about. Let's go ahead and take this down. If I can find it again, get rid of it. All righty. Okay. Uh-oh, Chris, now we have an A Vivo. Okay, you're working on finishing your 4th of July banner, then press stones for my shirt. I hate to even admit this, I did not make a 4th of July shirt this year. I made one last year, And so I'm going to reuse that. I'm not going anywhere fancy. We're just going to hang out with some friends, kind of chill, grill out. And so I didn't even make a new shirt. I actually made 2 shirts last year, a bling shirt and a, what is that, foil? It was a Jeep with red, white, and blue. Don't you steal my rulers, Chris. Okay, so Tionda tried medium cardstock and tried light cardstock. Now I'll try medium with less pressure. Okay, so do you feel then that medium was a little too much pressure, but light was a little not enough? Wait, yeah, light was not enough pressure, so you're kind of going in between. Hopefully I get mine soon and I can start playing with it. Okay. Hey, Angela Cyprian. And Naomi, you had trouble. Okay, so I think that is, oh, trouble with printing from the rear tray in the beginning, and Epson refused to help because I put sublimation ink in. How'd you fix it, Naomi? I haven't had that issue. Okay, so real praise. Oh, this gadget. So this is just from the Dollar Tree store. I originally bought it a few years ago to put my glitter in and then put the glitter back in the glitter bottle. And what I was finding was the glitter sometimes would still, I guess because of, I don't know, stack electricity. I'm not really sure. Some of the glitter would stick in there. And to truly get all the glitter out, you'd have to go rinse it and all that. So I hadn't used it for a long, long time. And then I saw somebody else using this, so I pulled it out. It's been nice, but it's at the $1.25 store. Tried taking the backing off with Cricut Maker and used my rhinestone custom setting. Oh, Carla, is that the new flock? Like the new flock that has the grids on the back? Because I cut at, I'm going to sneeze. I came up fast. Because I go with 340 with the old flock, and so I'm going to guess if 350 is working with the thinner flock, then I'll try 350, I'll try 340. And I cut with the backing off too. I'd love to figure out how to keep the backing on, but I have tried so many times and it doesn't work. Not for me. It works for a lot of people. It just doesn't work for me. Okay. Oh, Naomi made some shirts for the grandsons. Hey, EJ's daughter. Unattended, Gail. All right. Did I miss anyone? Robin, you might have come in a little bit late. But that's okay. I mean, you can watch it through the end, but the comment looks like maybe you're behind, but it really doesn't matter. Not the big deal. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the blessings. Yes, so Southern Girl Crafts and Creations. It's still called Rocket Flock. It's still through Heat Transfer Warehouse, but the manufacturer of it, the supplier of it that sells it through them, they changed it a little bit. And so now the backing, so I don't have any flock right here, but now that white backing, what I understand is it has grids on the back, so if you want to turn it over and cut it straight. And then, let's see, I've heard the backing is a little bit thinner. And then I think Tionda said maybe the actual flock was a little bit thinner, but if so, not significantly so. So Tionda, if I misrepresented that, come on and let us know what the real deal is, since I don't have it yet. All right, Robin, hopefully in a little bit you won't hear the echo. Okay, the arm that comes down to grab the paper was stuck in the up position. I gently pulled it down and it has been working for months. Okay, good. All right, okay, I'm at the bottom, so let's go ahead and move on. I told you this wasn't going to last very long, and then I'm yip-yapping. You want to keep the backing on. You want to keep the backing on. I'd love to keep the backing on. I'm going to get back at trying it. I tried it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago again because I had just given up before, and I still didn't have the settings perfected. Once I get them perfected, I'm sure it'll work great. It's just I was impatient, and I wanted to get on with what I wanted to get on with, and so I gave up and just did it the other way. And I just did a little sample test cut. So if you are trying to find the perfect settings, hey, unbiased, if you're trying to find your perfect settings, make a series of maybe 6 little circles, really small, like your rhinestone holes, and try to cut just those 6 little circles in a line or something. And do that until you get it figured out. All right, so Sapphire was the clear winner. So I think I'm going to have light at the top. So I think I'm going to go then with dark here and then lighter here. I think that'll be kind of balanced. That's what I'm sticking with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I want to keep backing on too. We're going to figure that out. We are going to figure it out. So you guys making anything special for 4th of July, like food-wise? We just don't have a big family, so no gatherings at our house are really that big. I don't have a ton of people to prepare for. And so I think we don't make steaks very often. We bought steaks yesterday to make tomorrow outside. And then I think we're going to start the celebration, just family celebration with my son, tonight with grilling hamburgers. So, guys making anything special? Oh, Chris, this is your, I can't remember what it was called, paper tucking, paper pointing, some paper or something pillow. Hey, Dawn. Hey, honey. So for those of you coming in now, I am making this shirt for ZGM. She won it on Patrice's 3-year channel celebration on Friday night. The shirt that I made there had a stain on it, and I didn't want to send out the stained shirt. And so this is what, well, she doesn't even know what I'm making exactly. She told me to surprise her, but she gave me some suggestions. Well, the only suggestion for this one was light sapphire somewhere in it. So I'm doing silver crystal for the word cereal, and then regular sapphire for this part, and then the bottom I'm going to do a light sapphire. Paper piecing. Okay. See, I don't even know what that means. It sounds like you're making a pillow out of paper pieces. I guess I need to Google it. Or post a picture. Okay. So Carol is basically, today is her freebie day, and then it sounds like tomorrow night you'll go in late. Hey, Sheila. Sheila, Marilyn didn't know she was coming on today either. Oh, the other thing is, for those of you that are just now coming in or haven't been here for too long, welcome. But if the doorbell rings, I have to dash. I have to go downstairs and get my baby's booties rhinestones. Otherwise, I won't leave them on the front porch. At least that's what it says. I don't know that they always do, probably especially in a small town. But it says they're going to do, but that's what the instructions are. So just my luck, if I didn't run downstairs, they'd take it back with them. And the UPS, where they keep everything, their distributing place is not where I live. So I don't know when I get them, since tomorrow's the 4th. So if I hear the doorbell, I'll let you know. I'll run down, grab them, and I'll be back within a couple minutes. Okay. Chris, that kind of goes like that to me, but post something on it. I want to see it. Trying to find embroidery designs to test and make videos. Okay, so Naomi, do you happen to have a Creative Fabrica membership? Because they have tons of things in there. I think that's unbiased. When you were doing your video, I think it was yesterday on the bee, or was it the day before? But I watched it yesterday. Creative Fabrica is where you get that. You got that, wasn't it? I've gotten a few embroidery things off of Creative Fabrica that I've just kind of played around with because, you know, I'm not a big time embroidery person yet. And so I don't want to spend money on buying designs when I don't even know what I'm doing. And I was pretty proud of this. I actually went into, it's called, okay, so I talk about Inkscape on some of my videos because I love Inkscape because it's free. And it's a design software. Okay, Prayers Carol, I know you said that the other day that you've got to go back and make sure it's still in remission. So I pray it is. Hey, Naturally, Lisa. So, thanks, Sonia. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh. The embroidery designs. So I don't want to spend money and buy designs until I kind of know what I'm doing. However, here's what I was doing. Here's where I was going with that story. I use Inkscape, and Inkscape has a plugin, or well, I don't know what it's called, but it's another free thing that you can download that works with Inkscape. And so I guess it'd be considered a plugin. And so I downloaded that, and I made my own digital file. I don't even remember what it was now, but I took something into Inkscape, probably that I got off of Creative Fabrica, a non-embroidery file, and then I watched a couple of videos on how to do it, and then I did it, and it was super, super simple. Now here's the part that's not so simple. You have to know enough to know, like, how dense do I want my stitches? So the process was very easy, but I don't know enough to know how to answer all the questions, like stitch length and stitch type, and maybe density was one. I'm not sure what all of them were. So for that first one that I did, I just kept with the default settings, and I made the design, and it turned out okay. I'm sure that it would look a lot better if I knew what I was doing, if I knew what those things, I mean, I know what those words mean, but I don't know how to decide on settings because I'm new. And so have any of you ever used InkStitch? Because I really don't want to, since I'm new, I really don't want to spend money on a design software when I don't even know how well I like embroidery because I haven't done enough yet. And I know Patrice and I talked about maybe coming on late this afternoon. She is busy with her daughter right now, and so we haven't talked about it, so I'm not sure if we will or not. Sorry, Chris, I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe it'll be later this evening, I'm not sure. But she's with her daughter, and I don't know if she's going to be interested. I don't know if Eve would be interested. And we haven't even talked about what we would do. Okay, learning it now from YouTube videos. Okay, so Cassandra, are you learning InkStitch from YouTube videos? Okay, Stitchtopia has free designs weekly, and I haven't had. Oh, hey, ZGM, I'm making your shirt. I hope you like the colors. This is sapphire. We're going to get to the light sapphire down here. And then I used silver crystal metalites up here because everybody rants and raves about them. And I see one got out of place a little bit. Let me shove that over. So anyway, I hope you like the shirt, ZGM. If you don't, just act like you do. No, I don't know how you can go wrong with these bling colors. All right, so let me put the name of that site up on the screen so if anyone is interested. Here is where ZGM said Stitchtopia has free designs weekly and I haven't had issues with any of them. So I will check that out. Okay, so Gail, when you put that note, okay, that's right in my face. When you put that note on your door, will they actually leave them even if it says you have to sign for them? And I know it's probably going to depend on who the person is, whether they feel like risking that or not. Okay, let's see. So Carol, what is Apex EMB for embroidery designs? What do they have to offer? Okay, so Cassandra, haven't made, okay, so you're learning ink stitch now. Awesome. Maybe you should learn it and then do some videos on what I need to be doing. Okay, I don't necessarily need free designs. I just want good digitized ones. I have run into some problems, so sticking to digitizers recommended. Yeah, and that is the thing that, like on Creative Fabric, I've downloaded some of the rhinestone templates, and I'm like, so I understand it's probably a similar thing, but even more complex than that. I just want to start with basically free designs to learn. So I'm using scrap material and I'm learning how to do it. But I can't wait until I actually put something, on a shirt. Hey, Ruji. All right, so ZGM, you're getting your outfit ready now. Commercial use license. Okay, so Creative Fabrica, what you get on there, you get a commercial use license. Now, it's tricky to know exactly what a commercial use license is. It is not that I can take this design and I can resell this design, but you can sell apparel using, I thought maybe I got a notice from UPS, you can sell apparel using that design. And so, that makes it really nice. Okay, so Naomi, you've left notes, no problem. Oh, I see. I thought about that, Gail. I thought about putting a note that says, give me a minute after you ring the doorbell, but I think they will. You have to definitely sign for alcohol. I like Brilliance, low cost, protecting him. I don't know what a lot of that quite means, but all right, sorry. Get back on track. The best way to learn embroidery is to just do it and learn from your mistakes. Don't throw away the mistakes. Use them as reference for future projects. Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. So when Eve was on live, was that just last night? My sleeping hours are so messed up. When she was on live last night, she was embroidering on a towel. And, she said, don't throw it away. Either just keep working on that one to learn how to do it or use that one for, other things. And so I think I'd like to buy just maybe two. Well, I think I have some towels from the Dollar Tree store that I got to do sublimation on. So I should just pull one out and work on it. If it's not right, flip it to the other end, work on it. If it's not right, cut it up, work on it. I don't want to ruin more than one towel to figure out what I should be doing. All right, one more layer. And then we'll press it. Okay, yeah, Carol, that'd be great. You refuse to deal with, okay, let's see what Sheila has to say. I refuse to deal with UPS at all costs since they held my embroidery machine hostage for over a week. Oh my word. Well, see, I first started using the USPS shipping with the stones, and then they got lost. And so everything was made right. It was excellent customer service. But they did say after that UPS is a more dependable service, so that's what I started to do, was UPS. Yes, naturally, Lisa, it is intimidating, and even when you have people that highly skilled people in it, and they help you, it's intimidating to me. And that bothers me because I've learned so many different things that are, technology based. I have an extra stone here. What is that? And I've learned so many things, and I haven't shied away or backed away until this. And now I'm like, it just intimidates me. Oops. Okay, so let me get these put up so I don't accidentally mix something up. Which the only time I've mixed up colors was two little ice chips. Ice chips. And so it wasn't as big of a deal as if I messed up an entire 250 gross thing, but it still was a pain. Okay, so last layer is the one color that she said she would like if I used blues, and that is the light sapphire. Go ahead and take that down. Hey, Niall. Yeah, that's a good design just to use. That's what I've been doing, is just using scraps or just old material I have. I don't have a lot of material because I haven't been a huge sewer. I've sewed some. Sewn, whatever the word is. I used to sew a lot more than I have in the last 10 years. I still have the same sewing machine that I bought probably in, I got married, probably like 1994. The same inexpensive, I think it's Singer. It's either Singer or Brother. I'm pretty sure it's Singer. And it still works. And I hate to say, and I didn't know you were supposed to oil machines or grease them or whatever. I've never greased it, never oiled it, and somehow it still works. But probably because I don't use it all that often. Okay, these are pretty. I just got these light sapphire stones within the last couple of buy-ins. I don't remember exactly when, but I have not had them too long. Naomi, you have bins and bins of it? Well, I wouldn't want you to spend money on shipping and everything, but that would be great. But, not a ton because I don't do a ton, but, a little to practice with. But, again, I don't want you to, spend shipping charges on me. Yeah, Janet, they are. Yes, I've gotten Dollar Tree, I guess there are fat quarters there too. Now, I did notice when I was there Sunday afternoon so now our Dollar Tree is finally catching up with the other Dollar Trees, and now they have $3 items and $5 items, which I don't know that I'd like, but I noticed they had quite a bit of fabric in either the $3 or $5 section, and I just didn't want to I'm tight with money sometimes. If it's something I really, really, really want, then I'll spend it. Or if it's something that I feel will, benefit me or my business, then I'll spend it. But I'm a little bit tight when I'm out shopping. It's kind of like, well, I don't know if I would use the fabric. Until I have an idea of what I'd use it for, I don't buy it. I already, as crafters, I'm not saying you guys are all craft hoarders, but I'm a little bit of a craft hoarder. And so I try to limit what I buy to something that I need, when I have a particular project in mind. Now, that's not everything. Your basic supplies, like adhesives or rhinestone flock or rhinestones. The basic things that I know I'm going to use, I'm not that way with. But something like fabric, when I'm like, I don't even know what I would do with it, I tend to just hold off until I need it. Sheila Cushionberry, what'd you say? You're so funny. Got a 6. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right, I missed what the funny thing Sheila said was, I left notes. Maybe this is it. I left notes on the gate telling the driver I was home, and even caught him walking back to the truck after leaving a note saying delivery attempted. Honked at him, and he looked and jumped. Oh my goodness. He was afraid of you. Oh, Gail, I'm sorry. Fat quarter in a roll and now packs of fabric. Strip fabric, okay. Ooh, so I do like duck canvas, and I think that could make a really good tote bag. Cotton, that's good for like appliques. I don't know what OtterTex is, and I probably wouldn't use fleece, and I'm not what Sherpa is. But if you want to email me at makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com, then I'll look and see what those things are. I appreciate that. Not a happy camera. Oh, didn't accomplish anything. Hey, Teresa, Sister, Heart, Crafts and Things. Hey, Craftable Things. Are you guys done with your event that you've been doing today? And if so, do you have plans later today? We kind of talked about doing embroidery later today, but we haven't talked since then, so I don't know, and I don't know what project we do. So let me know what you think. All right, so I could have done a better job of filling those than I did, but I'm just going to take my time and put these last 7 or so in, or 20 by hand. So if you're just coming in, I'm just letting people know, if I hear the doorbell, it's my rhinestones. I'm going to take off and sign for them, get them, and come right back up here. This is when I need to have a Ring doorbell. Well, okay, so tell me this. If you have a Ring doorbell, does it actually alert you as they walk up, like from the motion? It'll let me know somebody's out there? Or does the camera come on when they ring the doorbell? Oh, I see a couple of extra stones. Chris would have gotten on to me about those. All right, while I clean up these stones, I'm just going to pull this down and see if you see anything weird. Oh my. Gale. That's crazy. I have it, but it doesn't work too far away. So Dawn, it alerts you when they are kind of like walking up the step or up on the step or just getting close to your door. You don't have to wait for it to ring. It just happens before then. That would be nice. Tanya, did I say hi to you? It seems like maybe in the beginning, but maybe not. Maybe not. If not, hello. Oh, too far from your router. Okay. Mine does as they walked up. Okay, I would like that. All right, anybody see any, oops, got an extra stone just sitting on the block. Anything weird about this? It's, you know, it's harder to tell here because it's going to be mixed in with the other one, but I think it looks good. Okay, well, welcome here, Tanya. Thank you, Patrice, for reminding them to hit the thumbs up. Sometimes picks cars up. Wow. Now that would be really nice. And Teresa, is that a Ring doorbell or is it a different brand? I've seen some. I've even seen them on Temu. But I want something that's decent without spending a fortune. All right, so last layer here. And might as well turn on my heat press. Hi, Lakita. So it is the Ring doorbell. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. I have a little stage fright after having my mess up with one on live the other day. But we are problem solvers, right? Okay, so you can adjust how sensitive the motion area is. Maybe it's time to not use this piece of tape anymore. I had a couple that didn't come up. But I do tend to reuse it. I'll stick it back down. I know I've talked about this. I'll stick it back down on the backing. And then to smooth it out as much as possible, I use my brayer and really try to flatten it back down so all those puckers aren't as bad as when you just press something. All right. All right, looks good. I think I want to, I have one, it's probably the one that didn't come up and then I just haphazardly grabbed it. Move that over to where it should be. Okay, looks good. So I already lint rolled my shirt before I came on. So I cleaned the area where the design's going to go. Now I'm not up to a high enough temperature to press yet, but I am going to go ahead and get it ready to preheat my shirt. And so while we're waiting on that, I should have turned it on a little earlier. Let's see. Oh, I want to show you. So when I was at Dollar General today getting that shirt, and I looked on Jiffy Shirts, and what I was going to have to pay at Jiffy Shirts was about the same I pay at Dollar General. Now, I did have a bigger selection, but I was surprised. I thought that they'd be less expensive. But look at this color. I think that's going to be a pretty, pretty fall color for a rhinestone design. And so, I don't think I've used this color before. This is the color. So when Patrice made the Oh So Lucky, and she put hers on a green shirt, and then the green shirt I had to put it on with like this bright green shirt because that's all I had here in town. But I think this would be great for fall. Maybe with some rust colors, the silver orange. I don't know yet. Gold. All right, so with the word cereal being out of metalites, I want to press it first, but it is not centered exactly within the design. So what I'll do is I will probably lay this down just with the backing on, try to center it, and then that'll help me figure out where to put this. I don't know, might be a hot mess, but we're gonna try it that way. Oh, Rougie, you made your first design. That is great. You need to, okay, you should get both. Get both, get both. What are we getting both of? Ernique, I'm missing what you're getting both of. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, those, I think all of them are very pretty on the shirt. That will be used on the shirt. My buy-in is coming this week. Oh, that's a good idea. So this design was made by Patrice, and so the Cricut tutorial you're talking about, was it a design made by Patrice? Did she do it? Did I do it? But it was made by Patrice, and I think it's one that was probably done when she was still using Etsy mainly. So if you go to Etsy and then look at Craftable Things, hopefully you would find it there. Okay, so Ernick, I would definitely adjust it to be pretty sensitive. They're like, whatever. All right, so Rougie, when you get done, you should post that on our channels or our Facebook group so we can see your first design. All right. We are almost up to temperature. I think it's definitely warm enough to pre-press. Oh, yeah, I'm not that far. I'm 30 minutes from the pickup area. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Chris, I might not even pull out a ruler. Might, I said I might not, but I might. I think it's easier for them to look really right with a rounded neck versus the V-neck. Okay, so if I put this here, and it looks like it's even distances from the seam here, I think I need to go down some because by the time I get the word cereal in there, ooh, now I'm a little too low. Okay, you know I was going to get my ruler out. You know it. Don't hold me to what I said. I'm a liar. Liar. Okay, 3 3/4, 3 1/2, so tiny bit this way. That's good. Now, if it's angled. So the top of the design is just under top of the design, a little bit more under, so we're going to tip it up. Hey, Baby Giant Services. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to find some parchment paper that I usually have in here, but if I could find like the Temu, here we go, that's pretty thin. The Temu Teflon sheets are really thin, which is fine with me. You don't need a thick Teflon sheet. Oh, I see. No. But if I can find a Teflon sheet that I can kind of see through, that'll be okay too. But I think this will work. All right. Sorry, I gotta concentrate for a minute. It's hard for me to do. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I have it lined up pretty well. Oh, that looks off. It is off. Let's go over a little bit. Okay, I have that lined up really, really close to where it should be. This side's a little too high. Okay, y'all buy that? So the blue is centered. Cereal is just, it might be centered too. If not, it's just barely off to the left. I think that looks good. Oh, Gail, are you going to bring a bling dress to the Bling Fest? Hey, Karen D. And who? Oh, Kevin! Thank you, Kevin! Let's see, what'd you say? For missing the live today. I just made it to dialysis. I'll catch the replay. Okay. Alrighty. So, thanks, Mary Brown, for the bell. Chris, you were expecting a nightgown. That's because she said that in the chat, didn't she? That she basically wears nightgowns around. It's all good. It doesn't have to be a nightgown. It could be like a night. I don't even know what the word is. Like my mom used to call them dusters. A duster. It was like a not a robe because it was cotton. All right, how am I going to get the backing off without moving this? I should have thought of that. Let's see. Let's just experiment here. I'm going to press this down. There we go. And then before I press it, I'm going to set this back in place. I think the word cereal is angled up. But what I really care about is craft. Ooh, yeah, crafter is off. So now my cereal is going to be off. It needs to be more like that. House coats, what your mom called it. Yes, I've heard that too. Yeah, I live in shorts and t-shirts too. I sleep in shorts and t-shirts. Once I get home from work, I'm taking off those clothes and putting something really, really comfortable on. Okay, flip that over. I think this just needs to come up a little bit. Nile, you still call them house coats. And then my mom also had these pullover ones. And so the dusters would be the ones she would call dusters, like buttoned or snapped. They snapped, I'm pretty sure they snapped. And then she had these other ones that were pullovers. And those could double as a dress. All right, we're going with it. Going with it. Yep, shorts and t-shirts. And if I'm not on YouTube or I'm not going out, I have on a big thinnish, like not dry fit thin, but a true cottony or cotton blend t-shirt, but the really soft ones. So the soft heathered ones or something like that. And comfy shorts. Uh-oh, my shirt's bunched up. House dress, yes. I've heard it called that. Oh, Shaka Terrell, you made this shirt yesterday. What colors did you use, and were you happy with the outcome? All right, so I do mine at 350 for 15 seconds. The bottles say 12. First time I did it, I accidentally said for 12. It's worked really, really well. Yum moo moose. So I just stayed with it. So Gail, did they show up already, or they're going to be showing up? And mine showed that it should be here. First it said between 12:45 and 4:45. And then today it said before 7. So I don't know when they'll show up. But I got up and got around so that I could dress too in case they came. And you know, one thing is I have never told the drivers, because you know, you get a package that says it's from the baby's booty. And so I've never like said, hey, these are rhinestones. But I'm thinking maybe I will. I live in a small town, I work at the high school, I don't need any rumors stirring around. Of course the driver marked them here anyway. Okay. This one is so nice and easy to line up. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to, you know, get it where you want it, just because it takes me time to do anything. But it may slightly be crooked, ZGM. Slightly. It's going to be okay. But it's made super nicely as far as that goes. Okay, now I'm concerned, because I could slightly adjust the blue part. So, can you tell? Does that look pretty straight? Okay, it feels straight. It feels straight on my chest. I think it's good. We're going with it. It came to the same place on my chest, on both sides. Of course, my chest is probably not real symmetrical either. But we're going with it. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but I think it was the last video I did. I did this little wind chime. Well, it's not a chime, it doesn't make noise, but a wind spinner. I was so happy. Whoops, my clip isn't in the right place. I was so happy with how this turned out. I love it. And I have one more that I'm going to make for myself for our backyard. And I just made a spirally looking design, and then I put a circle in the middle with an H for our last name. It has pinks and purples and orange, something like that in it. And so I might come on and do that live sometime soon. It's not going to be as like, this is a really, really pretty design, the butterfly and everything. Mine's just going to be more funky and fun and cute colors. Paid the shipping on the Bliss. Oh, the Bliss. Okay, so the Bliss, is that a new cutter? Hey, Laura E. Hey, Gloria. Spyro Rocks. Let's see, Jana McKinney, let's see what your question is. How much you guys are charging for the rhinestone shirts? For me, it's going to depend on how many stones are in it. And not exactly how many stones are in it, but is it an outline? Is it a ton of stones? It's going to depend on that. It's also going to depend on your area. So I live in a small town. I don't sell them online. I live in a small town where, you know, our free and reduced lunch rate is 50%. And so I probably can't charge as much here as what many of you could charge where you are. Real praise. Chris, do not say that now that I've pressed it. You probably said it beforehand. It's too late. It's going to be perfect. It's very close to perfect. ZGM's going to love it. All right. Thank you, Melissa. Looks good. And it's straight. Okay. I think it's going to be pretty straight. Placed in, okay, what's this thing? I thought I placed order the last volume, but now I'm not sure. I'm about to log in and check order history. Oh, Gail. That's funny. Wife is like, what in the world? And who is the baby's booty? Or what is the baby's booty? Yeah, so the first time, I'm not sure if it was the first time I got rhinestones or the second time. I feel like it was the second time, but it was really, really new in the process of getting rhinestones. And I did a short video that basically said my rhinestones were here. And my husband had gone out to meet the driver and brought the rhinestones up. He was being goofy and he smelled it. He's like, smells like rhinestones. And I know at least one person thought that was the UPS driver. So when you're doing layering, you just have to sometimes, because the design is perfect on the screen, so the design is good. But sometimes you have to stretch your shirt, or in this case, now I have to kind of push my shirt a little bit to the left to get them to line up in the right place. And it takes a little bit of time, but I would not skip the step of really checking it before you press it. Unless it's, you know, for yourself and it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that looks good. I feel like I need to shove over one stone a little bit to the right. Now, did I get it moved at all? Okay, I think so. That's cute. The new auto, oh, 17 by 17, nice. Those spinners gave a suggestion to hang different sides. Oh, so I saw somebody on YouTube talk about that. And what they said, they didn't necessarily talk about, sizes, but because there's a hole at the top and the bottom, you could hang your next one from the bottom and have it hang down. So you can do different sizes. You could do the same size, maybe, a theme, but different colors of that theme. And that'd probably be pretty cute. All right, let's look at it. Get caught up real quick. All right, ZGM. I'm glad you like it, even if it's not perfect. But it's pretty darn close. Hey, Do Dream On. Hey, Craftable. You're at dinner. Are you eating salmon? Yeah, the ombre designs are really cute, Evie. Yeah, now let's know what's for dinner, too. Getting ready to videotape me. Oh, awesome, Gloria. Thank you. Aw. A Mexican restaurant. Okay, I love Mexican food. You couldn't get any, salmon tacos? All right, so let's just get rid of that thing. All right, here it is. Oh my goodness. Look at those colors. Let me see if I can get in the middle of the screen and hold it straight. That's gorgeous. All right, I think you guys voted correctly, although it sure would have been beautiful with Sapphire AB2. But I love that, and I'm glad I went with light, dark, light. I thought about doing more of the I guess maybe it's considered ombre, where you go light, a little bit darker, and really dark, but I like how that turned out. So ZGM, congratulations, and I hope it fits you. I got the size you told me to get, so anyway, I hope you love it. I hope you wear it and have a fun time with it. I love those colors together. I have to make one for myself like that. Okay, I see somebody saying hi to Josephine. Oh, there you are. Hey, Uni. Can't get over to Labrador, but oh, okay. So yeah, I didn't think about that. This is okay. What did Chris say? I see. Get the sewing machine or embroidery machine out. Yeah, I love the colors too. Okay. I can't get over the Labrador better than Crystal. I love the Labrador. I love, love, love the Labrador. I use it way more than Crystal now. But I still like Crystal too. But this, if I said Labrador, it's actually, did I say Labrador on my tab? It is silver crystal. Okay, so Gail, I'll tell you the colors. Sheila, I know. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so yes, I can. Oh, the shirt I'm wearing. Yes, I'll tell you that too. So on this shirt, because when Eve said that the the silver crystal metalites was, the favorite metalite. And granted, they're not packed together. It's just a single line, so it's not going to have the same effect. But after she said that, I wanted to use the metalites. So I used silver crystal metalites. And then the next layer down is sapphire, regular sapphire, not sapphire AB. We voted on to use sapphire or sapphire AB, and I love how this turned out. It is sapphire. And then the bottom layer is light sapphire. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I made one for myself on that live. And now I really wish, I would have used a bright stone for the word cereal. So on this one I used light cyan AB, light cyan AB. And it's also gorgeous, but I love it when the word cereal really, really pops with a crystal or crystal AB or a Labrador, or now with the silver crystal metalite. Okay, so as far as my shirt that I have on, let me get on my tiptoes. The glasses are silver cyan. Is that what it's called? Just silver cyan? Hold on. Okay, so they're called silver cyan. I don't think she has cyan and light cyan in these. I think it's just silver cyan. But they are nice and bright. And so the glasses are silver cyan. And so if you turn, you can see a lot of glitz off, oops, wrong side, glitz off the silver rim. And then the inside is cyan. And then the top, oh my goodness. Okay, every other row, yes, every other row is light cyan AB. So light cyan AB, light cyan AB, light cyan AB, and so on. And then every other row is light cyan. And so light cyan is a beautiful, beautiful cyan. Regular cyan in these stones is a very, very dark red. And so I love how the light cyan shows up on black shirts better than the cyan. If you put it on a white shirt, then your cyan is probably going to show up a little bit more than the light cyan. But I love the light cyan color. And then the straps, I also used the silver cyan metalites. So it's just three colors: silver cyan metalites, light cyan AB, and light cyan. Gail, you didn't hear the doorbell ring, did you? I didn't hear it ring. I'm sure I didn't hear it ring. Thank you, Michelle. And so for anybody that just came in, the doorbell is going to ring when my new Baby's Booty stones get here. So I had said if they come in, if the doorbell rings, I need to run for just a minute. Okay. So start over with embroidery. I might be doing embroidery later today. I don't know. But we are going to start doing some afternoon lives. And so, we can fit more things in because there's so many people that already have live schedules in the evenings. Yeah, Lisa, those blues look gorgeous on the black. When she told me, and I talked about this at the beginning, when she said she didn't care if it was white or if it was black, I was definitely going to pick black because that is my favorite color of shirt for most rhinestones. Can you tell? Oh my goodness. You're funny, honey. So my husband, who thought seriously that stones were C10s, and he was so sweet to pay attention to what I was doing, get involved in what I'm doing, and try to learn the jargon of what I'm doing. After a live, he seriously asked me, was Was she using C10s or were those C10s? And he meant SS10s. So anyway, thanks, hon. Love you. Bye. Oh, let me turn this off. That annoying bell. You heard something too? Okay, give me just a minute. Let me go see. I mean, he'll be gone, but there'll be a note if he left. No box, no note. But could you hear my bells? When I opened the door, my mom had this decoration that was a bunch of bells, and she always kept it on her door. And so when she passed and I took it, I just keep it on my door too. Yes, so if you want medium-sized containers like this, you can't buy these individually, but you can buy these in a pick 6. So you get 6 different colors, or you can double up on colors of SS10s, and each box has 100 gross. Or if you know it's a color you're going to love and you want 250 gross, then that's what this is. Oh, hey, T. Yeah, Lisa, he's a keeper. Yeah, Gail, he got the 10 correct. Oh, gonna get some candy apple. I've not used that much yet. I need to try the candy apple. Uh-oh. Patrice has brought you over to the SS6 size. Okay, do you have one of those with aquamarine and capri with aquamarine AB? So I wore it the other day. It said Hot Mess Express, or did I just have it up here? I think I was wearing it during the live. And it was made with aquamarine and maybe aquamarine AB. Yes, I think it was outlined in aquamarine. The inside was aquamarine AB, and then hot and whatever the other word is down there, express, were maybe Labrador. That's how you're going to get me to embroider. Hold it hostage until I embroider, and then you'll give it back to me. You're funny. All right, let me try to get to the bottom of here. We're done, and so let me make sure there's not any other questions. Okay, so you like them, Evie. Ooh. That was pretty. Thanks, Patrice. Yeah, it's hard to do that. I have mine on these, so I made little shelves in the room that I used to have my YouTube channel in. 755 today was like, I missed those little shelves that you made in your backyard. Well, they're still in here. They're just not on this back wall. And so they don't hold, they're not real deep. And so I have mine lined up by color so I can see exactly what I have. And I have them in the Roy G. Biv order. Going to the SS6s. Thanks, Elena. All right, well, here's what I made. And ZGM, I don't know when I'll get it in the mail because, of course, the post office is closed tomorrow. And hopefully, though, I'll get it in the mail within a few days. I love how it turned out. I'm glad you requested something with the light sapphire. It's beautiful. Patrice, thanks so much for the design. It is gorgeous. And that's it. Show love to SS62. Oh, Demps. Demps. Right. I might have to try them sometime. I have just, I think, 2 colors. I might have Crystal AB and maybe some light cyan in the SS6s, but I never use them. All right. Okay, ZGM. So I'll let you know when it's in the mail and I can give you some tracking information. But again, not sure, but hopefully I'll get it in the mail by this Friday. So thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. And hope you have a good day. If I don't see you before the 4th of July, have a happy and safe 4th of July. If you're by yourself, watch YouTube. If you're by yourself, turn on something fun on TV. Make a special meal for yourself. And if you guys know somebody that's by themselves, reach out and check on them. So, all right. See y'all later. Bye-bye.